Hey, we look good. All right, cool. Happy Valentine's Day and welcome to Trifecta Hour. Day. This is Ink. This is Prince. We in the building. How do on this fine love day?
Hello, hello, hello.
Super Bowl champions.
Oh
Okay,
God, we'll talk
okay,
about them in a little bit.
okay, okay.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
Meanwhile, that part. All right.
All
I think we
right.
heard enough Eagle talk yesterday.
Oh The DOGE continues to expose corruption and wasteful government spending, but the everlasting bitch of the Democrat Party, also known as the media, chose this angle. Take a look.
Tonight, Elon Musk vowing to rehire the DOGE staffer who resigned just yesterday after being linked to racist social media posts. An account that appears to be connected to that staffer, 25-year-old Marco Elez, posting in December, quote, "I just want a eugenic immigration policy." In September, there was this, quote, "normalize Indian hate." Coming to his defense today, the Vice President, J.D. Vance, whose wife and children, of course, are Indian Americans. Vance posted, quote, "I obviously disagree with some of Elez's posts, but I don't think stupid social media activity should ruin a kid's life." President Trump backing him up.
Well, I don't know about the particular thing, but if the vice president said that, did you say that? I'm with the vice president.
Renee Marsh is out front. So, Renee, what more do we know about this DOGE staffer and, frankly, some of the other young engineers and staffers who are working for Musk?
Erica, the 25-year-old DOGE staffer is also linked to a social media post that calls for the repealing of the Civil Rights Act. We know that Marco Elez graduated from Rutgers University in 2021, and shortly after that began working at Musk's company SpaceX. And as a DOGE staffer, he was considered a special government employee. He had access to sensitive federal agency IT systems and data, similar to the slate of other 20-something-year-old engineers who are on Musk's DOGE team. And it does not appear that he has any prior federal government system. But again, the DOGE team that Musk has compiled, again, it consists of these 20-something-year-olds or early 20s who have impressive accomplishments in the tech world. They're engineers, but again, there are novices when it comes to their experience in understanding the federal government and how it works. Musk's team includes a 23-year-old software engineer from Nebraska. He used AI, for example, to help decipher an ancient scroll
Shout out to
buried for
Nebraska.
centuries. And there's another who was a
Why do
runner-up
we
in a
listen to
hackathon
everything
contest
recently?
last year as a Harvard senior, and a third is a CEO of a multi-billion-dollar startup. So that just gives you a sense of just, who these people are. I can tell you tonight here in Washington, D.C., there is high concern, especially from Democratic lawmakers on Capitol Hill, about the lack of transparency about who exactly is being hired under the DOGE team, the security and background clearances that they've undergone, what sort of data they're accessing, and what they're doing with that data. We just learned, and this is just coming in,
Oh my God, we're still
that an
going.
internal Treasury memo warns that DOGE's access to Treasury's payment systems poses an unprecedented insider threat. So that is the latest. Again, this internal memo going around at Treasury, essentially saying that these individuals who had access to these internal IT systems, that this poses an, quote, unprecedented insider threat. So
Unprecedented insider threat.
I remember that word when somebody was going unprecedented charges in New York, but
Oh boy, exactly. Everything's unprecedented. All right. Well, Inked, is this employee's tweets really that concerning, or are we being distracted?
Who is we? Who's we? I'm not distracted. Uh, maybe some of them are distracted. I'm not distracted.
they
First of all,
Hey,
let's take a minute. Let's just take a minute. If they looked back at some of Prince's tweets,
baby.
wait a minute. Why I'm catching strays?
because you're the only one that's reckless. I'm not gonna lie. We probably all been a little reckless in the tweets. I mean, I've had a couple
Not
of
as reckless as
downspans.
me.
Not as
Yeah,
reckless
not as
as
reckless
mine.
as you. You're right.
Yeah,
Listen. This is stupid. It's a complete waste of time.
Facts.
I'm still trying to figure out why any of these things matter. You know what's even funnier? The youth can use technology like
Wait a minute. The
no
who?
other. The youth,
Two
you know,
youths.
What is
two
a
youths,
you?
Two
youth,
youths.
youth,
Two youths.
youth. They can use it like no other, and he just sounds qualified. I mean, he's obviously smart. Maybe that's the threat. The reality is, Doge is the biggest threat to them. All of their secrets are being exposed. Everyone knows how I feel about it. I just got a letter in the mail today from the library. Okay. I know some of you don't know how to read, but yes, I do have a library card. And they told me that my data had been compromised. So even at the library, you're not safe. What are we doing? What are we doing right now? We get letters every single day of every week, every month. Somebody's data has been breached somewhere. Because why? Y'all keep asking us for all of our data.
Exactly.
You guys want to know everything. You can't log into anything without giving up your date of birth. I mean, hell, we're all on TikTok. They already got all our information. FYI, Elon was the starter of PayPal. Oh. So guess what? He already has all your information. I'm hoping, if I'm being honest, while they're finding all the wasteful spending, they find my bank account
Mm.
and they deposit some money into it. Because my accountant just called and said, "Hey, listen,
Amen.
that tax bracket you in, sweetheart, no, you don't get refunds." So I'm hoping that they just breach right on in. Please drop a few zeros, lots of zeros, into the bank account, and I'm going to be okay. The distraction is simply this: for 8 years, we've been listening to bullshit. For 8 years, we've been listening to whatever lies they wanted to spew. This is no different. So they're going to find a way to make anything that's positive, anything that's good for the American people, and turn it into something bad. So now this kid with his tweets, because he is young, let's all go back to when we were teens. Thank God we didn't have social media when I was a teen, because hell, we didn't even have cameras on our phones. What are we talking about? And guess what? We would find some reckless. He can say something smart if he likes. I'm sorry, Bluetooth. Oh, okay. That's what I thought. So yeah, it's just a distraction for them. For them. Prince, would you like to say something smart, please?
I just want y'all to understand what she said in the middle of all that.
Oh, she said something
in that 4C babble. She said a 25-year-old from Harvard, a 23-year-old from Rutgers, and a 25-year-old CEO of a billion-dollar corporation. Washington has concerns. I have concerns about a bartender from Boston being a representative in a state that she knows shit about.
Oh,
That's where your concern may lie. I have a concern about a woman that's so old. She's literally the black Ruth Gettysburg, whatever her name was,
Ruth Bader Ginsburg,
that they had like Weekend at Bernie's, the Supreme Court edition. That's where y'all know where y'all worry should be when all this money is leaving out your pockets and you see people crying that their $2,000 worth of SNAP has been taken away and they don't belong to this country. That's where your concern should be. Your concern should be when DOGE is telling you that these people are stealing from you. These people are using money for things that they don't need. These people are literally sitting on ATMs with your tax dollars. That's what you should be concerned about. Not about a 21-year-old's tweet. And I'm sorry, I find it mighty strange how a man who pointed a gun at a pregnant woman's belly, hit a woman, choked a woman, slapped his mama, used a fake $100 bill,
Wow, he
can
slapped
be
his mama, huh?
immortalized and can change for the better, but a 21-year-old who has more accomplishments than a lot of y'all will have when you're 80
Oops.
is an issue because he tweeted something.
Okay.
If we
Okay.
all had our every waking moment and everything that we said held against us, none of us will have a job.
Baby.
Y'all got to stop this. And I'm being straight up honest. It's about how y'all are just being so hypocritical. It's only a problem when it's somebody that you don't like. Elon can literally have a press conference today and say, here is the vial that cures cancer. Here is the vial that cures AIDS. And you know what you would do? You would be mad.
No, they would tell you it's unsafe and don't take it.
You would tell it's unsafe, but don't take it. But a vaccine that has been produced in 24 hours, take it.
And you need 17 boosters.
And you need 17 boosters, and you're still around here hacking up a lung.
Oops.
We still have high flu numbers. Leave me alone. DOGE is doing what DOGE is supposed to do. The problem is y'all don't like to be told the truth. Y'all want to be lied to, and that's the thing with the left. Y'all want to be told that a man can be a woman. You want to told a woman can be a man. You want to be told that you could be a unicorn. You want to be told that you could be a 6'8" voluptuous woman. I don't know what to tell you. DOGE,
Like-
keep up the good work.
Not a 6'8" voluptuous woman.
We're probably related.
But isn't it funny that the very people who haven't been transparent are mad at transparency at the moment? Decades and
Oh.
decades and decades, and
Oh.
a lot of them were still serving before all three of us were born. But
Ooh.
it's our fault. It's the Republicans' fault. It's Elon Musk's fault.
Yes,
Oh, the oligarch. Isn't that the talking point? Oligarch.
Yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes,
Oligarch.
yes.
He's an
All those
oligarch.
billionaires.
I'm like, yeah, the billionaires. Oh, the ones y'all don't like. Well, you only liked them when they supported Kamala. Yeah, you didn't like the ones that supported Trump. Because I forgot the number, but it was a great discrepancy between how many billionaires supported her versus who supported Trump. But we'll leave that alone. That's not what we're here to talk about. So when we're talking about all the things that are roughly being exposed at the moment, and the storyline is, oh, one of the people who's doing it might be racist. Did y'all do this audit of the Biden administration? You think everybody in there loved everybody? Everybody got along with everybody? Nobody was a bigot or racist or calling black conservatives niggers online? You think that wasn't happening? Okay, let's be clear. Racism is racism. There's always going to be boneheads on the ride, Republican, Democrat, Independent, don't care. Your mama polka dots, black, white, don't care. There's always going to be an asshole that tries to mess up the good time. That's not the point here. The point is you literally sent, what was it, 80,000, 78,000, some odd number of IRS agents to come shake us down and said, hey, we need more money. And then Trump was like, but wait a minute. Why would y'all need more money? Y'all should have enough money. Y'all should have more than enough money. Oh, this is what they doing with the money. Wait, here's a couple examples. Hold on, let me pull up my little note right here. Just run off my little list because I have a little fun reading it. Oh, wait, go back here. Go all notes.
Oh, you're prepared? Oh.
All notes. All right. Cool. So we got the USAID. So far we're about 200 million, 300 million around it. Them people blowing money. All right, cool. About $521 billion in annual fraud. And money we don't know where it went, right? Just coins just being thrown out the window, right? But come shake us down. Come shake down the person who's struggling to buy food here, because we can't talk about eggs anymore because apparently Donald Trump's supposed to fix everything on his first month in office. $1.5 million to serving LGBT rights group. What the hell that got to do with me? Okay, cool. Electric vehicles
I
for
thought you were
Vietnam,
gay.
2.5
Aren't you
million.
part of the community, my guy?
What the hell that got to do? What the hell that got to do with me? South African transgender HIV research, $30 million. What they got to do with me? $4 million Ugandan LGBT rights group. $6 million for Egyptian tourism. Who gives a damn?
You
Go
are
to Egypt,
gay.
don't go to Egypt. What that got to do with me? Sesame Street shows in Iraq. Now, we all know what Sesame Street is now as adults. So we all know what they're trying to push in these Muslim countries, right? And these African nations. So you're trying to undermine them and the taxpayers over here to push your agenda. They don't want the butt play. Let it go.
I never
Now, are
trust
there
Bert
gay
Ernie.
people in those countries? Yes, I'm sure there are. They can go somewhere else. Figure it out.
Oh my.
That- shit.
That's not our problem.
Okay.
Why are we funding it? You know, and if
I
they're
don't know.
spreading
Why are we?
diseases, that's more their problem than anything. Their government figure
They-
that shit out. Don't they have a budget?
They
Get
need to
outta
use that
here.
in Atlanta. What are we talking about?
Baby. Talking about they
Shit.
happy. You happy? Oh, you know what? That's another show.
Okay.
Anyway, so that's just a little piece of the thing. Imagine when they go IRS. What they do to IRS today? Didn't they go over to the people? So yeah, once that gets exposed, because we all know the IRS. Like, come on. I mean, these people will audit you from 7 years ago. You like what?
I can't wait. That's the
Do
one
I
I'm waiting on.
do I still have the papers from 7 years ago? I don't even know. Leave me alone,
That's what I'm
y'all.
waiting
So
on.
yeah, please stop playing in our face and distracting these idiots. These same idiots who want social programs for illegal immigrants. Well, guess what? They send it to Serbia so they can play in their asses. How about that? Well, you want that money back so you give it to somebody else who don't deserve it? Get the hell out of here. No.
Well, I don't know if I want it back after they played in their butts.
Oh,
You got
my
the
God.
link?
They
I'm
could
just saying.
They could keep it, I think.
Let me
at
get
this
the
point.
link. Let me get
Not-
the link.
No, I think they
A
could
minor. Anyway, moving on. All right. So let's transition into this fun little thing. This week, Tulsi Gabbard was confirmed as Director of National Intelligence, and RFK Jr. was confirmed as Secretary of Health and Human Services. Hallelujah. Praise God. These were two of the most contested confirmations in the process. Wait, hold on. Confirmation. Okay, there we go. In the process, along with Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, who was confirmed last month, and Kash Patel's bid for FBI director finally passed the Senate Judiciary Committee yesterday, allowing him to be considered for confirmation by the full Senate as soon as next week. But that wasn't the big story. A feeble, vengeful Senator Mitch McConnell voted no on Gabbard, Kennedy, and Hegseth. You're probably going to vote no on Homeboy, too. Further exacerbating his long-standing feud with President Trump. And this was his press conference after voting no on Tulsi Gabbard. Take a look.
Did you hear the question, Senator? Running for re-election in 2026?
I'm done.
All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute.
You think? Just a minute. Okay.
Take an eternity.
All right. I think he's dead standing.
Weekend at Bernie's.
This is not the first time we've seen this either, you know.
Take the hand out his ass so he can talk.
Stupid.
Alma, baby.
Anybody else have a question? Please
Check your
speak up.
battery.
Anybody else have a question? We didn't get the first question.
And then she even yelled it at him, and he still.
No, his lips are like this.
Prince, thoughts on Mitch McConnell rejected? Let's keep that in Oh, Jesus, I'm done. Did you hear the question, sir?
Speak up. Say it louder. I'm done. I'm so done.
I grew up in a middle class family.
Oh, Jesus.
And bruh, y'all have concerns about a 21-year-old, a 23-year-old, and a 25-year-old. You literally got the crypt keeper up there
Wait, can we play that back?
who posted a vote to deny this next administration. He trying to derail it, and he can't tell you why.
Okay.
Did he vote as the same as Jimmy Carter?
Oh my gosh.
Listen.
Jimmy Carter.
Listen.
They should have been right next to
Listen.
each other. Look. No, but in all seriousness though, is this y'all king? This the shit I'm talking about. See, this
King
is why
Tut.
this is why I don't want to be. This is why we will never be at the table together, because you're disingenuous. You told us that man, Joe Biden, and other weekend at Bernie's are okay and fit to lead and can make important decisions, stuff like that. The man stood up there for 5 minutes and didn't answer a question because he doesn't have the mental faculties to do so, but he still gets a vote.
Mm. Mm.
Mitch McConnell, whoever his handlers are, and by hand I mean up his ass, they need to remove it and just let him go. That's it. You need a seance to talk to that man. He is beyond the gates. He's gone.
Not beyond the gates.
You like it? It's autumn sunrise. He needs Oda Mae Brown because he. You need a Ouija board to talk to Mitch McConnell right now. He is.
I'm done. Oh
Damn,
my gosh.
baby, what you do to your hair?
Orlando, you like it?
It's autumn sunrise.
Okay, bring it back.
Oh god.
Okay,
All
hold on,
right.
I'm crying. Okay, listen. We're announcing Prince's tour in this summer.
Oh, Jesus.
Listen.
Mm-hmm.
How do you take this seriously? Like, seriously, the man literally said nothing. He said nothing. And you want me to be worried about all the Gen Xers that are entering the building? See, I think the real big problem that they have is that, for one, all these people are Gen Xers. And we know how us Gen Xers are. We're reckless. We don't give a damn. We don't care about your feelings. We don't care about nothing. Pete has got his sleeves rolled up, showing his ink. All his ink. Yeah, I'm like, let's go, Pete. Let's go. JD's running around with a whole beard. Okay, y'all had a problem with that.
I love
But
that. I love that the vice president ain't clean shaven.
Right. But you don't have a problem with a man sitting there like this.
Stroking out on live TV.
You don't have a problem with that. That's okay. So what the Democrats are telling us is, in order to be a Democrat in office, you must be dead. We want you with your mind gone, because then we can manipulate and control you. Okay. This is what I'm witnessing right now. And someone in the comments said, does he even, conservative mama said, does he even know he voted?
Jesus. Damn, good question.
That is a great question. Does he even know he voted?
Wow.
Where are we at, people? And then it's like the people that are like, okay, if you're going to ask him a question, speak up. Next question. Huh?
He didn't answer the first question.
Huh? Is he here? Did you make sure that his batteries were charged? Because maybe that's what happened. His batteries went dead. I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is that's not okay. And all of that needs to go. And as long as you continue to co-sign this madness, I'm questioning you going forward. Because all of you guys are mentally deranged. All of you. Every last one of you. AJ, if you can form your words, now would be the time to speak.
So this man is up for re-election next year.
Okay.
And he hasn't said if he's gonna run or not, which is crazy to me. He's Kentucky, right?
That the fact that that's even a discussion, the fact that that would even be allowed. See, this is okay.
Right. But there's people who are saying he's doing this because he's about to retire. Well, I need the retirement. I need the notice.
No, he's about to die.
So we can start replacing him. And because this is bad. This is not good at all. This is elder abuse, quite frankly. Joe Biden, him, Nancy Pelosi, him in a wheelchair, Pelosi with the walker. I mean, like, what are we doing? Maxine Waters, she looked like she in the casket made up. Like, what are we doing at this point? Like, let's just move on. I know the money's good. I know the power is great. I know that. But I don't know. Why don't some people know when to say when? It's over. Tom Brady probably stayed a year too long. Aaron Rodgers, he probably still got a little bit more in him. I don't know. But sometimes the greats just don't know when to go. When to
Is he
let
a great?
you move on. You know, Dianne Feinstein literally died in her seat. Did she enjoy her life? Like you amassed all of this and then you didn't get to enjoy it. Like, how crazy is that? You spent your life in Washington screaming and yelling and bribing and taking kickbacks, and then you didn't get to enjoy it at the end. I just don't get stuff like this. When it's time, it's time. Time to move on. We need some fresh, young, get a young, fresh 30-year-old in there now so we can start building the next generation of politicians. Because AOC ain't gonna cut it for y'all. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Y'all
But
gonna
you
put that
you
woman up
know
there.
why this happens,
It's
right?
never debated in her life.
Yeah. You know why this happens?
Why? Why?
Because there's a lot of control with
Oh
all
yeah.
of them staying there. That's why they fight
Mm.
so hard to keep all of the people in place, because there's a lot of power in that. Once you start to dilute the mud,
The swamp.
once you start to break down the recipe,
Mm.
it's no longer the same cake. And that's why they do this. This is why he's even allowed to
Mm.
say whether or not he's going to run again. They should be like, no, you're done. You can't even formulate a sentence, a thought. You're standing there with your lips puckered together and staring. It's over.
Like he about to eat ass.
Well, you got all of that from that?
You said lips puckered.
All right.
So now you eat ass?
All right. We will be right back. Thank you for tuning into Trifecta Hour. Please hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell. Woo! You can also follow us on TikTok and Instagram. And if you really want to make us smile, you can subscribe to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. All right. Now it's time for our trending topic.
That's such fire.
Genius that put the light on the same side as the text, but give them a raise. So, after his Grammy red carpet appearance, where his wife disrobed, revealing a mesh dress that showed literally everything, Kanye West went on a week-long tirade on X where he revealed that he's a Nazi, doubled down on his support of Hitler, showed support for Diddy, and even called American music industry executive Leon Cohen, called out American music industry executive Leon Cohen after he penned an open letter to Ye in which he criticized his anti-Semitic comments. So then Wes spent what was the price for the Super Bowl ads? 10
8
million.
million, I think it
8
was.
million.
8
So he
million.
dropped 8 million on a Super Bowl commercial to direct people to his website, Yeezy.com, which since Sunday night, well, it's been taken down since, but from Sunday night was selling only one item, a short sleeve white tee that features in front a black swastika. There was no description for the shirt on the website except for the letters, quote, HH-01, end quote, which according to the Anti-Defamation League is code for Hail Hitler. Now, if that wasn't enough, Ye is also being sued by a former Yeezy staffer who claimed the rapper recently referred to him as claims the rapper recently referred to himself as Hitler and a Nazi, targeted her because she's Jewish, sent her pornographic materials, and insulted her looks when he was upset. The woman who is suing under a Jane Doe pseudonym claims that her 6-month stint working for West was a chaotic whirlwind ending with her abrupt dismissal when she reported West's offensive behavior to her manager. Doe's 33-page lawsuit lists 12 causes of action against West, including whistleblower retaliation, wrongful termination, discrimination, and harassment. She is seeking damages to be determined by a jury trial. So with all of that said, Prince, what do you make of Kanye's latest antics?
Listen, I love a good crash out as much as anybody, but Kanye is either a super genius or he's a super genius that has a lot of money and he doesn't give a damn. So it's either or, because either way, you're paying attention to him. Either way, no matter what. And we know that in the entertainment business, all attention is good attention. You're not releasing no albums. You know, you got your wife out here butt ass naked. Listen, you know how I feel about them people. It is what it is. Defend yourself. Write your letters. Go at Kanye. You take down his page and all that stuff. This is just my thing here. When it comes to people like Kanye West and what he's saying, and you want to call him anti-Semitic and all that stuff, that's your right. The same way his right to feel how he feel about you people. The same way it's
Oh, you
people's
people.
right how they feel about us as black people every day. It is what it is. We got to get back to a time where you just don't give a fuck anymore. You just give zero fuck. Stop giving these people power. Stop giving these words power. Leor, you're literally a billionaire. You got your tentacles over hip hop, all over hip hop. Why is what Kanye's saying bothering you? And if I'm not mistaken, Diddy and them, they're under you too, right? Y'all all run in the same circles.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't write a letter about Diddy's victims, but you're writing a letter about Kanye talking about Jews.
Mm.
You see how that worked?
Priorities.
I'm starting to know a theme about this show today. It's called hypocrisy.
Mm.
You didn't speak out when Kanye said that slavery was a choice. Where was your letter then? No letter. You had Van Latham out there just fighting a good fight. But Lord forbid we say something about them people. Here you come. Yeah, a long letter. Leor Colin, you wrote a long letter. You telling me that you don't have Kanye West's number? That's why all this is grandstand. And I think AJ, you asked, was it a distraction, right? Of course, it's no. No, I'm saying when you be asking in general, is these things distractions or something we should pay attention for? All this is distractions. Because you got the Doge thing, you got the confirmations, you got all that going on, and we're spending 10 minutes talking about Kanye West in a white t-shirt with a swastika. Either buy the damn shirt or don't buy the shirt. You think he the only person that has access to a shirt with a swastika on it? If his name was John Donut, we wouldn't be talking about this.
You're right.
I'm just sick of these people. I'm sick of them people. I'm sick of my people. The only people I'm concerned with about right now is the American people. Tired of race. I'm tired of gender. I'm tired of religion. I just want to get back to Americans. What are we going to do as Americans? Because all of y'all priorities are fucked up. Because when I see somebody walk in the room, I don't know if you're Jewish. I don't know if you're Hasidic. I may know if you're that. Because y'all weird stuff. But other than that, I don't care. Sell your damn t-shirts, buy it or don't buy it. Kanye, listen to him, don't listen to him. Buy his wife, don't buy his wife. I don't care. They ain't putting no food on my damn table.
All right.
That's your friend.
I still pause when they get on the plane.
You know what? Listen.
Let me see your book bag. Turn around.
Listen. Somebody's got to claim him.
Oh god.
Oh Lord. Okay. Here's the funny part. Prince is spot on. People only rise up when they feel like it's the right thing to do, right? When they're personally offended. All of these people crying about a stupid t-shirt when the reality is everyone should have bought one because it's going to be worth $10 million later.
It was only $20.
Right. It's going to be worth a lot of money. Okay. And there's people that bought it. Okay. It is what it is. I think that people like to think that they can erase hatred. And then people like to think that they can control you by writing letters. Kanye been out of control for how long?
Over a
man's-
decade now.
The man's wife just appeared on the red carpet of the Grammys naked.
Naked.
There was nothing we did not see.
Nothing.
And you want me to care about the dumb t-shirt. You know what the funny part is and why you're angry is because he ran an $8 million ad because he can to drive people to his website for this t-shirt. Everything he does, remember what was the white t-shirts?
All
Remember?
white T-shirt. It was like
No,
$400.
no. The one he did where Candace was wearing it.
White Lives Matter.
White Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Same exact thing. It's shock value. You guys has all been out of shape about that.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all haven't learned yet that Yeezy, Kanye doesn't do things to just rattle people's feathers, shake the cage, you've lost your whole mind. Again, let me remind you, the wife that's getting a divorce out here, they're getting a divorce, showed up on the Grammy red carpet. Every social media, every media, everybody's there naked.
Titties.
Y'all did not write no letters about that. Just like Prince said, where was the letters
Bucket
about
naked.
Diddy? Yeah, where was the letters about Diddy?
Oh yeah, right. That was your homie.
None.
Oh, innocent until proven guilty. That's right. So, we know. And why are you guys not talking about Diddy still?
Interesting.
It's all silent now. Oh.
Hold on, Ink, real quick. In AJ's brilliantly written monologue in the middle, he defended Diddy. Leor didn't mention any of that in his letter. Just what he said about Jewish people and that it was anti-Semitic. Not that victims are out there that are really going through it. He spoke about anti
because that's what's hot right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's hot. So all these hateful things are hot.
Oh, yes.
So I always tell people, if you're not talking about it, it's because you're a part of it. If you're not speaking against it, it's because your name is probably somewhere on the log. If you're not outright saying that it's disgusting, do not do that. Yes, Jaylee, kids we saw. That tells me you're okay with those things because that's what you do. So I'm not going to be mad about the t-shirt until you mad about the kids. I'm not going to be mad about the t-shirt until you mad about the fact that I don't know who's on that list. I'm not going to be mad about the t-shirt until I know what y'all was doing in Diddy's parties and to who y'all was doing it to and how many of the young, innocent children you took advantage of. We got people crying, grown ass men crying, talking about the things that Diddy did to them. Okay. So when y'all ready to address that, we can have whatever conversation that you would like to have. Until then, you can all just fuck off. I don't care. I'm not going to, I'm going to be angry about the things that matter to me. Just like you're angry about the things that matter to you. And all the disgusting, vile things you guys have done to people in the industry so they can get ahead.
Or get some head.
Stop it. That's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem. So Kanye is Kanye. Ye is Ye. Yeezy is Yeezy. And he gonna be doing what he do. And you know what the problem is? You can't stop him because he's loaded.
And they took the $8 million. They didn't say, "Hey, what's this ad for?" They saw the $8 million cleared and said, "Here, run your ad."
Oh, because he had $8 million to throw at the wall and not give a damn. That's what makes y'all mad. That chocolate man is running around here with his pockets deep, and y'all don't like it. Thanks. So I do not care. Ain't got nothing to do with me. And when y'all ready to come clean and tell me about what was going on in these parties and who was on the island and all the things, the horrid, wretched things that you guys did to children, I'm not going to give a fuck. That's just the reality of it now. So I'm no longer jumping on any of your dumb bandwagons. Okay? When you want to write a letter about it's bad for the Jews, oh, okay. Well, what about the children? What about the victims that are out here crying, hiding, can't say nothing, mentally whacked out, struggling every day to survive, trying not to take their own lives? What about them people? What about them?
What
So when
about
you
that?
when you start caring about them, we'll start caring about the swastika in the pocket of a t-shirt that was up for 47 seconds that probably 5 people bought for $20. For $20. So that's just the reality. I'm done playing the games with people. I'm done with the fake outrage because he didn't really give a damn. He just felt like because he's Jewish, he had to say something. That's the reality of it. So he had to scold him. You can't scold the man with this kind of money. You can't scold the man who has $8 million to drive people to his website that you guys took away. There's more vulgarity on the internet than that, but you don't shut that down. People can go online right now and see children being abused sexually, but you don't shut that down. You can go online right now and see women being abused sexually, but you don't shut that down. But you want me to give a damn? You want me to care? Nah, I'm good.
He actually signs off on the music that speaks of all of that.
Vulgarities. You put that into the community. You put that out there. Oh, yeah, but you're probably the same person that agrees that the fat girl should sue Lyft when she knows damn well her ass is not compact and she can't fit.
Call me Dank.
AJ.
Well, okay. Well, I don't agree with if he harassed the worker. I don't agree with that, and I don't agree with the Diddy. But until y'all really talk about what y'all did to Michael Jackson, I don't care. Sell your shirt. Until y'all can make it clear why Candace Owens was harassed to the point where she was fired from her job. And then, I mean, it turned out to be a blessing in the end, but still, she got fired from her job. And then when she went independent, y'all got her YouTube demonetized and then suspended. Then she got her YouTube back demonetized, and I think she just got monetized again. So can you explain the constant harassment of Candace Owens, and because she asked a question or because she probed into why you're blowing up Palestinian children? She wasn't defending Hamas. She was asking a question. Because if it's caring about the kids and kids are being blown up, I don't care what race, religion, color, blah, blah, blah the kids are. You're blowing up kids.
Okay.
I got questions.
They don't like the kids.
And so because of that, she's an anti-Semite, and these Jews harassed her to no avail because the whole thing is to drive you crazy. That's the whole point. And when you realize you couldn't drive her crazy,
you found something else to do.
Right. You just keep doing it, whatever you keep doing. So until y'all can really, reveal to the Black community why gangster rap was pushed to the forefront in the early 90s and basically destroyed all of the conscious hip hop. When you can explain why y'all started funding that more than you started funding the real artists, the real storytellers of the community, when you can give that story to us without all the foo-la-la of this is what the people wanted, because no, it's not what the people wanted. There was a whole plan to this. And then but y'all will never reveal that. So until y'all reveal that, I don't give a fuck about a black swastika being on a t-shirt.
Okay.
Y'all have all the power, money, resources. Why do I care? You talk about predatory contracts that artists of all colors that y'all have presented to, artists, period, right? People who are struggling, ramen noodles every day, and you offer them the deal they can't refuse. Then they sign a deal, lose their mind, and now it's their fault too. No. That's not. So until you can explain those practices in the industry that y'all spearhead, I don't care. Moving on. Now, on a happier note, congratulations are in continued order to the Philadelphia Eagles, who dominated and defeated the Kansas City Chiefs at Super Bowl 59 last Sunday.
Destroyed them.
Eagles defense sacked Patrick Mahomes 6 times with 0 blitzes, and Mahomes threw 2 costly interceptions, one resulting in a pick six. Now, while the Eagles' 40-22 win was impressive, could this be one of the contributing factors? Take a look.
I love it.
It's so crazy because
Should we?
yesterday
Do we have to
during the
watch
game,
her
I'm
talk?
not a Chiefs fan. I'm a Green Bay Packers fan. Going for the I was
something.
going
I
for the
forgot what she
Eagles,
said.
but I was
Okay.
like, babe, why is Mahomes playing like this? Like something is off with the whole team, but especially Patrick. He's like, man, who knows, you know? But I was like, no, I feel like someone did something to him or someone did some like voodoo. And he just laughed at me, but I was like, no, seriously. And then I see this shit this morning on X. Like, who is this lady? Now, I know not everyone believes in stuff like this, and I'm not saying that this is the sole reason that they lost, but like, this is not something that should be played with. And so as soon as I saw that, I was like, what the hell? And then, you know, being in NOLA of all places, like, this lady's crazy. She's crazy.
So, Prince, was it black magic or are the Eagles just that damn good?
It was black magic, and his name is Jalen Hurts. Jalen Black Magic Hurts. Listen, I told y'all we was gonna get that hybrid nigga up out of here. You can't be. Listen, that was a beatdown of epic proportions. And if you have a chance now, the mic'd up version is available on NFL Network. You should look at it. Like you can see them literally the Chiefs keep trying to muster up. Like, hey, one play at a time. Hey, let's go make magic. Hey, it ain't over. It ain't over. It ain't over. Jalen Black Magic Hurts threw that bomb to Devontae Smith, and they literally cut to Patrick Mahomes. He said, "We'll be back next year." It was over. Like, I've never seen somebody make the Chiefs quit before. They made the Chiefs quit. That was beautiful. And listen, y'all was with me that weekend. I didn't let y'all split poles. Y'all had to sit in the same spots. Y'all saw me hold my tower of Legos because they kept scoring when they was doing well. I'm very serious. I wore the same thing every Sunday, the whole season. Like, listen, I believe in putting juju out there in the universe. And that lady, she was tapping that little Patrick Mahomes ball, and he was getting 6 sacks and interceptions and pick six. I ain't mad at you, baby. Keep bringing that doll.
Listen.
That was a beatdown.
Listen. Of course, Prince would believe in it because he's
it
not
works.
lying. He's not exaggerating. Okay. Me and AJ basically had to hold hands so that we didn't walk the wrong way.
Yum, you're okay.
Okay, yeah, right. We couldn't go down the stairs. If there was a pole, we had to come back around. We had to walk on the same side. I mean, we had to turn our cups a certain way. We had to sit a certain way. We had to breathe in every 3 seconds and not every 6 seconds. He literally held a tower of Legos. Okay. And then freaked out when they fell apart. And I had to look at a picture to figure out how it was together to make sure he put it back together correctly. He's not exaggerating.
Oh my god.
Listen. She was serious. She was rocking. She meant business. She meant business. So whether you believe in it or you don't, she believed in it.
That's how it works. Call me now.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
She believed in it. And the power of her belief did something. Okay. Because she was serious. She was chanting. She had her and she was rocking. And she was like, we need to interview her. I need to know who she is.
Oh my god.
Okay. So I'm not one because I don't believe in witchcraft. That's just not my thing. So I'm not one. But listen, she believes in it. And whether that juju did something to him or not, we will never know. But I would like to believe when he got smacked and then fumbled, that's when she was stabbing. Because it was like, and we was like, ooh, damn, he just got hit. I would like to probably think there was something behind it. But again, my belief is the Chiefs did not have the referees paid. They could not pay them off. And they had to play chief football. You saw that one ref got fired, right? From the Chiefs and the Bills game.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
He got fired.
Should
Oh,
have. He should have.
oh. So I
Which
would
one?
like
The
to
one
say,
that knew it was a first down, or the one
yeah,
that?
I don't know which one. You know, all white people look the same. Listen,
Oh my God!
listen,
Correct. The first 6 months of their life, they look the same.
they look the
That's
same.
why you
Who
can walk
knows?
into a baby unit
And
and
not know.
take one and raise them as your own. Black
Yeah.
people, all you need is a grandmother. That
Okay.
ain't your baby.
Okay.
That
She
ain't
knows.
your nose.
Okay. She knows the moment the baby pops out. So, you know,
I
all white
can't.
people look alike. So I don't know.
I can't.
But with that being said,
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
know that it had to do anything with it because the Eagles defense was on fire. And I will
Fire.
not take away from how well that defense played.
Mhm.
I mean, it was a game of all games. And when it came down to whose defense was better, obviously the Eagles, because they had a big old 0 for the longest time.
Facts.
Halftime.
And the
0.
Eagles were scoring on that Chiefs defense. So all you Chief fans who have been gifted Super Bowls, gifted. Even last year when my 40, you know what? I'm not going to say anything.
Don't ruin the moment.
I'm not. You guys witness what it looks like to show up and really play football. So the Eagles, we will not discredit to the voodoo doll what the Eagles did. Okay. The Eagles showed up and showed out, and their defense embarrassed you. And all their offense had to do was show up and do their job, and they did. And you guys couldn't even answer for it. Y'all thought y'all was gonna stop the run. Oh, he can't throw? Well, he was throwing all over your heads. Good luck.
Who's that?
That's the
That's
half
my
breed.
voodoo doll.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, AJ.
Wait. Oh my God. All right, we're gonna move. Another moment that sparked fierce debate was Kendrick Lamar's halftime performance. From the messaging to the imagery to the song selection to it being too loud, too reckless, too ghetto. Many in conservative think tanks hated it while others loved it and spent days decoding it. Take a look.
Ooh.
Just 1 week after receiving 5 Grammy Awards for his hit song and #1 single, Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar used his performance at the Super Bowl halftime show as a victory lap, where he would rap several songs from his own discography. As typical with halftime performances, reviews were split, with some calling the show one of the worst halftime shows in the Super Bowl history. It appears as though many of the white attendees, particularly those that have aligned themselves with Donald Trump and MAGA, weren't pleased.
Oh my God.
Through social media site X, Daily Mail Online would post, Kendrick Lamar slammed for worst halftime show ever during Super Bowl 2025 performance. On the same platform, a social media user would summarize the demographic that didn't care for Lamar's performance.
I love that meme.
Worst halftime show ever.
I love that meme.
Another social media user would write, they should have had a Trump rally instead. On
Oh my
Instagram,
God.
a social media user would record the audience during Lamar's performance to show the lack of participation amongst the white attendees. The caption read, nobody was vibing with the Super Bowl halftime show. Snoop appeared to love the halftime performance, particularly when Serena Williams showed up to Crip Walk. In addition to Serena Williams, Samuel Jackson would also make an appearance dressed as Uncle Sam, warning Lamar to not do anything too loud, too reckless, or too ghetto. Well, Lamar did the exact opposite of what he has been warned against, as his halftime performance was filled with messaging and imagery, as he made a political statement.
All right, now, but for the sake of time, before we go on, can we load up the next video and then play that and then react to the whole thing?
Yeah, I could do that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I skipped through that. I'm sorry, but I didn't want the audio to get us. If you saw, I kind of skipped it a little bit. So hold on. Trending. Which one are we on? Jeez, oh Pete, all these trending topics.
The Rob Smith one.
Yeah, hold on. Like now, of course, now it's all fucked up. Okay, here, let me see if this is the right one. There we go.
Serena Williams looked like the biggest bird in history crip walking when her half sister was killed by a crip, which is a tragedy. But how is your half sister gonna be killed by a crip and then you're crip walking? Second of all, you're crip walking in the diss against Drake, who is your ex, and you're crip walking to Not Like Us with a white husband who is the father of your 2 biracial child. Serena, who exactly is not like us? The way that Black people in this country are continually brainwashed by these entertainers is wild to me. I know it seems like I cannot get off of this, but I am just I am astounded by what I've seen.
Okay.
Serena Williams, crip walking. Half sister was killed by a crip in a bright blonde wig and bad makeup. Crip walking, talking about somebody's not like us when she has a white husband and 2 biracial children. Trying to get back at her ex? Like, what? Serena Williams, love her to death, one of the greatest athletes that ever existed, but her doing all of that stuff during the Super Bowl was the biggest bird move of last night. Serena is a bird. You're a 43-year-old mother of 2. Wow. Crazy.
Interesting. All right, Inked. Thoughts on Kendrick's halftime performance? Was it too loud, too reckless, too ghetto? And you can also respond to Rob.
Okay. First of all, no. I'm not a fan of Kendrick. I didn't think the show was great. It wasn't the worst. We've seen much worse. But I could tell you this, if it had been a country star that we didn't know, we'd all be sitting there too. My biggest problem with all of this is that it became about race. It became about MAGA. It became about Trump. It became about all these things that had nothing to do with anything. Okay. I'm not a fan of Kendrick. Okay. That doesn't make the show horrible. That's his music, right? I mean, we've seen people rap. I mean, it is what it is. You can relate to it or you can't. I don't think it was loud. I don't think it was ghetto. It's Kendrick Lamar. What did you think was going to happen? You thought he was going to show up and start singing, I don't know, Kumbaya? I don't know what people were expecting. So, I don't like when people play on the politics side of it. So like, that's the part that's kind of irritating to me. It's just like, come out here, perform, do what you're going to do. I mean, I know AJ, the artist, is going to have so many other things that he's going to say because, you know, the through lines and the story and the whatever the hell he talks about. Okay. So that's going to be a different conversation because he sees it very differently than I do. Okay. He's probably watched it 175 times so that he can figure out what was going on. Now, I did watch some of the things and I thought it was kind of cool how it related to like a video game and like a PlayStation remote control and like game over and all that kind of stuff. So I thought that was kind of cool. Like, you know, it had like a purpose or whatever. But as far as like me watching it again, it's not Riri. We're not even going to discuss how many times that I've watched that Super Bowl performance. Now, moving on from that, the other black man that we just watched.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
He's not like us.
Oh, shoot.
So what are you really talking about, homeboy? Oh, Serena, I love her to death. Huh?
I can't stand you.
What? Yeah, I mean, with your mixed children and your white husband. Huh? Excuse me? What were you saying? So you think you're like Kendrick? You think you like us? Nigga. You're not. In the words of someone dear to me, not every black person's a nigga. So, you having the nerve to say she's not like us. No, she's from Compton. She's from Compton. No, she like us. Her white husband ain't got nothing to do with her being from Compton. Okay? Her white husband and them mixed kids ain't got nothing to do with her being from Compton.
Facts.
I dare you to roll up on that. You're going to see how much more she's like us and you're not. Okay? So I'm sick of you brown-skinned people speaking like this. No. No. You don't even have swag. So who you like? The white husband? Is that who you like?
His ex-husband is white.
Oh.
Oh, Don Lemon.
Oh. Is that right? Oh, look at that. Funny how that works. But she not like us. The one thing that I grow tired of, whether I agree or disagree, is the constant beat down on Black women who marry outside of their race. The moment that they marry something that's not Black, then all of a sudden they're everything but Black. But you...
Be careful.
Y'all
type it in the chat. Type it in the chat.
Y'all free to marry whatever you want, and it's cool. It's okay. Nobody's saying to you with your white wife, you're not like us.
Husband.
That part. You're not like us. See how that works? You see how that works? You see how quickly? You see how quickly? So, the next time you want to do a video with every word articulated, every vowel said, every consonant said, and then tell us how she's not like us, but you are. Save it. Save it. You got your pretty little polo on, holding the camera at that right good angle, and you're telling us how she's not like us. No, that bitch is like us. She's from Compton. You probably never even been to Compton. She's like us, okay? And if she want to crip walk with her blonde wig, she can. She serves a tennis ball at 100 miles an hour. Be quiet. Shut your mouth and go sit down. It almost came out.
Not F1, Belinda.
Put F1s in the chat.
Yeah, you literally need to stop. I think that was probably, of everything I've heard, it's more disappointing seeing Black men attack her. I'm tired of that narrative, and I'm tired of because a Black woman is married to a white man or whatever she's married to, she's no longer Black.
Keisha,
but they can do it. Go ahead.
Let me cook.
Take your time.
Let me cook. Common. Amari Stoudemire. Drake. And then there's her current husband. And then there's probably a whole bunch of Black people that we don't know about that she dated. Now, let me also say this about Serena Williams. Man. Monkey.
Oh.
Muscular.
Oh.
Too much junk in her trunk to be the greatest in tennis. What's wrong with her face? She looks like a man. These were Black men saying this. She now has a white husband, is at peace. Have 2 beautiful children. Rose up out of Compton. Shout out to Richard Williams to become, arguably, if not the greatest athlete in professional sports history. Meanwhile, your ass was being accosted in an airport.
Let's go, Prince.
And who came to your defense?
Let's go, Prince.
Black women.
Get him, Prince.
Who supports the LGBTQITS elemental P community more than anybody on this earth?
One more time,
Black
Prince.
women.
Okay.
Who will lie to you and say you can use the bathroom and protect you? Black women. Who will allow you to be walking around here sashaying with a BBL and taking all types of things off your orifices and tell other Black men to leave you alone? Black women. Listen, the only part that I disagree with what Serena Williams did was getting involved in something that had to do with her ex. Because if you got a great man at home and you have a great life and that's behind you, you shouldn't be nobody's muse to get back at an ex. Other than that, You do whatever the hell. Your name is Serena Williams. You built that shit brick by brick. So if you want to go out there, you want to crip, you do what you want to do. You do whatever you got to do. Rob Williams, this is the problem I have with people like you, the Jason Whitlocks of the world, the Sage Steels of the world, and the other black conservative Republicans of the world. Sometimes it's okay to just not press send. We don't need to have a voice on everything that has to do with race. And that's why people look at you, they be like, well, damn, do you like anything black? Because it seems like whenever black people was having a good time about something, here we go, the black conservative Republican to say, you're not like us, that's ghetto, that's this, that's that, blah, 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 blah. Stop. Now, Rob, I don't know you for as long as like an AJ or Inked has known you. But from what I've seen, like, you have some decent takes sometimes, and you have some takes I don't agree with. But the one thing I want to leave in 2025 is every time black people get together and they like something, here goes the black conservative Republican to say you shouldn't like that. And I'm all for, like, if you want to speak out about something, you want to say something, then do it. But it seems like to me, it's every single time, even when everything is a vibe, it's like, here we go. No, I don't like that. I don't like Kendrick doing this. I don't like Kendrick doing that. And it's like, what did he do? Like, I'm still waiting for a cohesive, and I think I'll probably get it from AJ because I'll listen to him on this. I'm still trying to figure out what it is, because all I've seen is a lot of hypotheses, dissertations, read between the lines of what that performance represented. To me, it was, hey, Kendrick, you're hot right now. You're in a beef with Drake right now. This Super Bowl is going to have a lot of eyes on it. We want you to perform. Okay, coordinator, come up with something that's going to be visual, that's going to be popular, that's going to get people to think, that's not going to hit them over the head. Then y'all began the thesis statement and started trying to figure out what the hell was Kendrick was trying to purvey to y'all. So I don't know what else. I don't know what to tell y'all. But when it comes to Serena Williams, I'm with Inked, and I do sometimes I say stuff about black women, but it's from out of love. But I get some of y'all, it's like, okay, let's just pound on black women. Pause.
AJ.
Go ahead,
AJ. So as an artist,
here we go.
It's not our job to tell you how to think. It's our job to get you to think. That's it, period. You can interpret however you want whatever Kendrick did or didn't do, whether you liked it or not. That's fine. That's art. You're not supposed to like it. You're supposed to like it. You never want to watch again. Who cares? He told a story. All I saw was storytelling. I didn't take it personally. I wasn't offended by it. It didn't make me want to go do a 5-minute TikTok video bashing all of these black people who got jobs. I'm pretty sure a couple of people I know was dancing in that thing, and I'm happy they working. That's it, period. You're working, you got a job, so who cares? Like, I thought it was great. I thought it was well staged, all of that stuff. The more I watch it, the more I pick up on other little nuances in the movement, in the staging. But that's what art's supposed to do. Right. So it's not for everybody. Everything ain't for everybody. And like Ink said, if there was a country artist up there, because I don't listen to a lot of country music, but for the most part, I'd be like, okay, that was cool, whatever. But I'm not immersed. It's not a part of me like that. Every now and then a little song, you put that little Reba Mac, that's not that the lights went out in Georgia. That's my song. Play that, I'm on. But for the most part, I'm good. A couple songs here and there, but whatever. Anyway, as far as Serena Williams, she was part of the story. And her whole, when she wrote her thing on, I think, Instagram today, and she was just like, look, I got invited to perform at the Super Bowl. Am I ever gonna get this opportunity again? And it was basically for her to Remember when she won the gold at the Olympics?
Yes.
And you know, they had a whole hissy fit about that. So this is basically like her finally get some redemption on that, right? So basically, I saw what she was saying in that too. But it's a story, you know, and you don't gotta like the story, but to sit here and to think that literally, oh, what Kendrick is doing is promoting the lifestyle. There was messages in the music. There was messages in the little interludes between and the Uncle Sam thing, and all of it was very well staged and very well put together. So, that's the thing with art. It's supposed to make you think. It's supposed to make you mad or whatever. It's supposed to make you cry, happy, whatever. That's what art is. So this whole we're thinking too much, you know, and I'm just sorry. Find me a country artist who's a showman, and then I'll be all right. Cool. But Shania Twain ain't, you know, she's still out there, but she ain't. No, she did the Super Bowl already.
She ain't Twaining no more.
She did the Super Bowl with No Doubt, Sting, and somebody else.
Who cares?
Shut up. So anyway, that's that. It's a performance, you know. But reducing this to race, reducing this to, she's a bird. I mean, really, she's a bird. This woman went back to a God knows how many $1 million home.
Meanwhile,
with the creme de la creme of security and the creme de la creme of everything inside that she wants to her liking. So I think she's all right. I think just paying homage to where you come from for a little moment is fine. You know, we always gotta paint these. Oh, her sister was killed by a Crip. Did she say go out and be a Crip? Like I'm just, I'm like,
a dance.
this
like,
is literally an
chill.
interpretation of the block. And then you go home. That it's art. It's a story. That's it.
Okay.
That's why I do no videos on it because I don't care. Anyway, and we will be right back.
Thank you for tuning into Trifecta Hour. Please hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell. Woo! You can also follow us on TikTok and Instagram. And if you really want to make us smile, you can subscribe to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
All right, now it's time to get petty.
All right, we got to be quick because we talking too much. Listen, my petty goes out to you fucking stupid liberals, especially you white ones. For 8 years, I've been listening to the bullshit. But I'm gonna tell you this, and and the disrespect coming out your white mouths towards black conservatives, you out of pocket. You out of pocket. See, this is what happens when you give them too much space and air to breathe. This is what happens. They form on their lips and they calling us morons and they telling us we're stupid and they don't tell us we don't know what we want and we're telling all this other bullshit. Well, I'm here to let you know the reason why we don't align with you because you're closet racist. It's very clear that you're a racist by the way you speak to us and the way you speak about us because we don't agree with you. You see, that's what the slave master did.
Preach.
When we bucked back, we were stupid. They tried to demean us. They tried to break us. They tried to strip us. They tried to make us weak. That's the same fucking tactic that they use. And you sons of bitches, that's what you guys are doing. You think I don't see you? You think I don't? You think I'm not picking up on your bullshit? That's why y'all on this blue bracelet alignment bullshit. Oh, we're safe with you as long as we agree with you, slave master. Oh, we won't kill you. We won't take your babies away from you. We won't rape you. Just do as you're told. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up.
Amen.
And for all you black liberals who are standing behind this bullshit and supporting this bullshit, shame on you. Shame on you. I don't care if we agree politically, disagree. I don't care about none of that. But what the hell you will not do is you will not tell me who I am, what I should do, when I should do it, because bitch, I'm free. You don't know what it's like to be me. You have never been me. You will never experience me. So get your whole life, get over there on your side of the wet dog land.
Oh, shit.
And stay over there and mind your business. I'm on some reckless shit. Because you would not ever in real life look me in my face and say the shit that you say on the internet. You would never approach me and look me in my face and call me a moron, call me stupid, tell me what I don't think. Oh, bitch, I'll show you. You have no more power. You have no control. You cannot manipulate us anymore. You cannot try to talk down and intimidate and instill fear. No, that doesn't work anymore. So the next time you want to tell me about the Republican that's racist, I'm going to tell you something different. The one thing we know about the KKK, they don't like us. The one thing we know about the skinheads, they don't like us. So we don't have to fuck with them. But instead, you closet bastards, you put on the blue bracelets. You get around enough black people and be like, oh, I support you. I'm with you. Meanwhile, you support abortion that we over there killing our babies. If you supported us, you'd be like, you know what? You shouldn't do that. You know, you guys are dwindling down. You guys need to start having your babies. If you supported us, you would go into our communities and you would really work with us. But instead, you work against us. And then you want to call the 7% who rose up and said, we're not tolerating the bullshit no more. We're the problem. No, bitch, you're the problem. You will always be the problem. Malcolm X told us the white liberal is dangerous. From this day forward, every one of you, I will call you out. Every single last one of you. I would never align myself with people who think it's okay to speak down upon a person just because they think differently. My values are mine. Donald Trump is the temporary face of that. In 4 years, he's gone. There'll be somebody new. And if that person does not align with me, I won't be voting for that person. So stop making this about MAGA. Stop making this about Trump and make it about the level of ignorance that you guys have. I'm sick of the shit. I'm sick of white liberals. I swear to you, I can't stand you. I disdain you. You make me sick. I don't care how many blue bracelets you put on, bitch. You're dangerous, and we all need to take heed and pay attention. I'm sick of it. Stop hiding in the closet. It's okay. Remember? You guys support that. Bring your ass out the closet. It's all good. Y'all support whatever fucking mental illness is out there. You'll be all right.
Keep it in the closet. Anyway, shout out to a candle maker and all their glory. Picture it. AJ's laying there watching some killer show on the Netflix. And I was like, oh, it's a little cloudy today. It's a little chilly. Let me, a little candle. Cool. So I go in the kitchen, get a little lighter. 3 wicks. 1, 2, 3. 3 wicks light up. Oh, beautiful. It's the Christmas scent too. So I go and I turn and I get back on the bed watching the killer stuff. And all of a sudden I hear pop, pop, pop. I was like, oh, that candle don't sound good. As you know, that hoe is an inferno. So I was like, oh God, I gotta get out of here. There's carpet, there's a mattress, and it's gonna take all this out. So by the time I figured that out, the fire alarm goes off. And everyone's panicked in the house. So I'm like, get the candle out of here. Get the candle out of here. So I picked the candle up. I was like, I can't put it in the sink because it might explode if I put water on it. So I try to get it to the back. So Prince's wife is out there fanning the thing, and she has a client. And I'm like, just open up the back door. So as I'm going towards the door, the wax spills over. It almost kills me. But I soldiered on. And I got outside and I threw a little water on it, and it said, I'm still here. I threw a little water on it. Not gonna work. I was like, okay, why isn't this hole going out? I put water on it. So I just covered the lid, and it went out in like 2 seconds. The moral of the story is don't go into flight or fight mode when it comes to a candle when you could have put the hoe out before it got out of control. Now I'm sitting here scarred for life because of people and their Christmas candles.
No, the moral of the story is don't touch things that don't belong to you.
Out of pie.
Okay.
Prince.
Anyway, my petty is Chiefs Kingdom. Oh, y'all thought I was done with y'all bitch asses? Chiefs Kingdom, you lost. You can scream, you yell all you want. You still lost that game. And did you know that Kansas City has the world's largest shuttlecock?
AJ, your petty is over.
Shuttlecock.
What the hell's a shuttlecock?
Listen, do you want to know? It's the largest. Listen, if you the largest of anything with cock in the word,
I'm
just
done.
get off the map.
Okay, let's go to memes.
We're open for shut up. We're open for business. Mexico, do you want to be Kansas City, Mexico? Because you lost the Gulf. So Kansas City, you're open for business. But nah, Chiefs Kingdom, I noticed a lot of y'all accounts was locked. Y'all was talking a lot of shit. Y'all said, now that I think about it, Jalen Hurts is going to be the easiest quarterback, the worst quarterback we're going to face all this year.
Lord, here we go.
He dragged those caramel scented ebony balls across the whole state of Kansas City.
I'm done.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Is it
40
memes?
to 22.
Is it memes?
40 to 22. Oh yeah. Skeet, 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 skeet. All over you. You never, and you know what? You did it in front of the GOAT. Jalen Hurts embarrassed you in front of the hoes. In
And
this
Donald
instant,
Trump.
respectfully, Tom Brady is the hose. And you know he was loving it because he was like, take that hybrid nigga out of GOAT watch. It's me, Joe Montana, and nobody else.
Oh my gosh. Well, you do know Brady lost a few of those Super Bowls too.
He's 7-3.
So he still lost a couple.
Okay. Is it time for memes?
Does that mean the legacy is written already?
It's time for memes.
Jesus. Anyway, now it's time for our memes of the week.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why.
All right, it's time for memes of the week. Let's go.
Oh, Jesus.
Who's gonna be your Valentine? Nobody. Listen, I took my daughter to get her hair done today, and it was at a Dominican salon, and it was packed. It was smoky and it was packed. All those women, y'all think y'all going somewhere? Y'all man wasn't taking y'all nowhere. Stop it. Y'all burnt y'all hair for nothing. Nobody.
Wow.
We live in a world where doing this is more controversial than celebrities fucking children. And it is correct. Because think about it. Let's go back to the Kendrick thing. He dropped his certified pedophile line. Nobody paid attention to that.
Nobody.
Y'all just mad that it was a black man on TV breathing a white man's air.
All right.
Next.
Oh my. Okay.
A homosexual. Get 5 of your homoist friends.
I cannot.
And sit on a homosexual.
I hate you.
This looks like soon as you sit down, you first of all, you got to sit down with your ass out.
I'm done.
You got to wear chaps on this couch. Homosexual.
I'm done. I'm done.
Next.
Oh wait, there it goes. Oh, hold on.
Remember this. Remember this when it was just simple. Male, female. Now it's male, female, non-binary. I don't want to say. You don't want to say? What if it's a job for a female stripper? You don't want to say? I need to know. I don't want some man to go back to the boom boom room and you drop your nuts on his lap. Oh my God. Next meme, please.
Boom boom room.
Oh man. I I'll never forgive you, monkeys. Of all the shit to want justice for, of all the shit to want change, you went for Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben.
That
Now
part.
we got the Pearl Mill Company, some shit, and we got rice.
He said rice.
The rice ain't been ricing, and the pancakes ain't been pancaking since y'all made that change. I'm pretty sure y'all fuck with the formula because those pancakes are gross now. Uncle Ben, Aunt Jemima, I respect you. Bring them back. Free my Aunt Jemima. Free Uncle Ben. Free my nigga Ben, yo.
Oh.
That's me.
Oh,
Baby. This was the only commercial that made me laugh the whole Super Bowl. This one was great.
I'm
and
done.
then some of you found a thesis about this saying how I was degrading the Sting. Let me tell you something. They paid Sting $10 million for this.
Facts.
Why?
Sting.
Kiss from a Rose will forever. I'm
That's
sorry,
Seal.
Seal. They paid Seal. They probably did pay Sting because Sting is ruthless.
It's
Y'all
a
should
whole
hear
seal
what he's
up there.
doing
He
to
called him
Diddy.
Sting.
Diddy owe him $3,000 a day for the rest of his life because he
Okay.
didn't clear it. But Seal, my back, Dank, holla at me, Dank, you big backed.
Oh my
Well,
God. Okay.
I know it smell like old okra and collard greens.
Okay.
Oh my God.
She can sit on a homosexual.
Oh my
Stop it.
Because you know them
She need the whole
bull daggers,
sectional.
they like them big.
Stop.
Because they can't go nowhere. They can't run nowhere. Nobody wants you, you dusty.
Is the show over?
And that. Oh, those are the memes of the week. Since apparently he don't want to say.
Those are the memes of the week.
All right, now it's time for our Urban Dictionary word of the day.
Because I'm on my petty moment, the word is paltry.
I thought you were going to say period.
Paltry?
Paltry. I don't know if Jay Lee's still here. It means lacking in importance or worth.
I thought that's chicken.
No.
Did you say pouch? Wait a minute. Say the word
Paltry.
again.
Paltry.
Paltry. I thought you said.
Well,
Poultry.
chicken is lacking in importance and worth, but that's neither here nor there. Only poor people eat chicken, from what I understand. So listen.
Jesus.
I need you guys to write that word down because that's also another word that could be used for petty. Because I'm staying on your neck because your door is still brown and you're lacking in importance and worth.
Oh, damn. Ouch.
Okay.
Or like you was born in a poultry dish.
That part.
What?
Just ignore him. It's good. We're over. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, man. All right. We appreciate you for watching. We gave you a trifecta hour and a half. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will catch you next week. Episode 81 is loaded. Peace.